Welcome to SUSD Spotlight, your go-to source for all things happening within the district. Whether it's celebrating student and staff achievements, delving into trending education topics, or highlighting inspiring human interest stories, we've got you covered. Join us as we illuminate the incredible endeavors taking place in our schools and forge connections within our community. Get ready to be informed, inspired, and engaged as we embark on this journey together, spotlighting the extraordinary in SUSD. This episode of the SUSD Spotlight podcast will be guest hosted by a member of our Student Advisory Board. I hope you enjoy this opportunity to highlight student voices in Scottsdale Unified.
Welcome back to SUSD Spotlight. I'm Niki.
And I'm Avery, and today we're going to talk about SUSD from the student side.
I'm a member of the Climate and Culture Committee here at the Student Advisory Board.
I'm a senator for Arcadia on the Student Advisory Board. So for listeners who might not know, the Student Advisory Board is a student board with representatives from all SUSD high schools that raise awareness about certain situations and issues directly to the superintendents, as well as planning out for the future for upcoming years.
The Climate and Culture Subcommittee is a subcommittee broken down within the Student Advisory Board that focuses on improving climate and culture at our various SUSD schools.
So Niki, why is it important that we talk about campus climate and culture?
It's important that we talk about campus climate and culture because it ensures the climate and culture is positive and it makes people want to go to school. If the climate and culture gets progressively worse and worse because we don't raise awareness to it, no one would want to attend school and we would overall just have a terrible time at something that is mandatory to do.
Yeah, for sure. Like an example that I've realized, or a positive change that we've seen over the past year, is the increase in Teen Town Hall attendance. Specifically at Arcadia, we've had an increase by about 70 people that attend Teen Town Hall. Teen Town Hall is an event where students can join and ask any questions they have to the superintendents as well as other members of the board. And it's open to all high schoolers, and we cater Chick-fil-A, so it's a really great time for students to come out and ask any questions that they have, and we're able to give information directly back to them instead of having to go through teachers or other higher ups to get questions that they really want answered.
My experience with Teen Town Hall this year was really great. It was my first Teen Town Hall as my first year as a member of the Student Advisory Board. And I thought it was really cool getting to meet all these different people from different areas of the campus, like the music department, athletics, student government. We gather all of these different members in one room, and we get them to socialize and talk to each other about their concerns, their accomplishments, their excitements, their hopes for the future. And we also gather people, as Avery said, from the higher-ups to bring together everyone in one room. Just creates a sense of community.
So Niki, what makes Saguaro's culture unique?
So I've been in public school my entire life, and I went to Kiva Elementary, I went to Mojave Middle School, and now I attend Saguaro High School. Throughout this entire time, the thing that has kept me most grounded is my friends and the connections that I've made along the way. This particular culture has a tight-knit bond in the community that is really unbreakable, and throughout this entire time, just building these connections has just been my favorite part of the culture. What about you, Avery?
Yeah, I really love Arcadia's culture as well. So for those who don't know, Arcadia has a student population of about 1,700 kids, and that's pretty small for an SUSD high school, I think. Different from Niki, but I came from a charter school before, and my first time attending public school was at Arcadia, and I had a really welcoming experience. I met a lot of great people, and now I have a tight-knit group of friends that I wasn't sure I would get going into high school. So it's a really going to Arcadia or Saguaro is a really great transition period for anyone who's considering switching from a public or private or a charter or private school to a public school.
Yeah, and even if you did not previously attend these public schools, the transition into a new school is always really welcoming. And even my entering into Saguaro High School, I met so many new people, and they were all really great to me. So I truly do think that Saguaro's climate and culture was really well.
Yeah. So Niki, what are some programs or opportunities that Saguaro offers?
So my favorite thing at Saguaro is our robotics club. We have gone, the robotics team has gone to the World Championships in Houston twice in a row, and we're hoping to go again this year. Robotics is a really great opportunity to meet a lot of people, and it doesn't just offer you opportunities like, building stuff mechanically or programming. It also offers you opportunities to do things like investigating the business aspect, which means gathering money and just promoting the team overall. I think a lot of people don't understand that robotics is not just about building robots. It's about so much more than that. It's about the community. And one thing that's unique to Saguaro is our Innovation Center. This is where a lot of our STEM-related opportunities are hosted, such as our robotics and Science Olympiad and our Math and Science Academy meetings. Math and Science Academy is a program for students to enroll in that are committed to doing math and science-related classes and activities. And by the end of it, you get a graduation certificate and you get to be recognized for your math and science ability. Avery, what are some things that you enjoy at Arcadia?
Well, personally, I'm involved in the Arcadia News Network, or ANN, which is our broadcasting class that sends out the school announcements every single day. So it's going to be my third year in it this year. So I'm going to be one of the executive producers on it. So it's going to be a really fun class. And I'm also in speech and debate, and I've been in speech and debate for 4 years now. And we go to tournaments every single month and have practices weekly. It's a really great opportunity to meet new people and also to improve your public speaking skills. Some things about Arcadia that set us apart from other SUSD high schools is our extensive elective choices. We have classes like CMAS, which is a music production class. They are absolutely incredible, and they travel to Tennessee, I think, every other year to record in one of the most professional recording studios or something. So CMAS produces music, and they perform at all of our assemblies. And other programs that we have are, I think we have over 7 different art classes, like studio art, 3D sculpting, painting, photography. Aside from the programs at Arcadia, I really love the campus environment that we have. So Arcadia has a mostly open campus, and there's a big grassy knoll in the center, and there's red brick all around it, and it's a really beautiful place when it's not too hot outside.
Yeah, definitely. Saguaro kind of has that too. They have a giant center courtyard with a grassy field where you can eat lunch, and there's picnic tables around there. One of my favorite things is actually being able to walk outside every day and going across that field from the 100 building to the 300 building. There's also a bridge which interlocks the two buildings, and you can cross over that way, but the grassy field is just so much preferable for me. And Avery, regarding the news network thing, the Saguaro News Network is actually one of my favorite programs in campus. I always look forward to the morning news network during second period, I think.
Aside from Saguaro's wide variety of math and science courses, what activities have specifically helped you grow as a leader and informed your SAB work?
So one of the things that made me want to get more into the climate and culture was just being in class every day, just mingling with the kids and everything. I feel like they would benefit from hearing other perspectives outside of our school and kind of just around the campus, just hearing different ideas. I'm part of the soccer team, and I feel like every team at Saguaro has its own kind of culture and community, and to integrate these different cultures would help and benefit so many people in so many different ways. How about you, Avery?
Yeah, one of the things I really like at Arcadia is the amount of opportunity that we have. So aside from the Student Advisory Board and speech and debate, I'm also involved in the Ambassadors Program at Arcadia and the Red Cross Club and the Bring Change to Mind program. And these clubs that I'm in have helped me to develop my leadership skills, and they've raised my awareness about certain problems at Arcadia that I can bring up at the Student Advisory Board, and we can work to fix those together. So even if you're not involved in all of these clubs, the teachers at Arcadia and probably also Saguaro make Arcadia a really great place, and I feel really comfortable there with the teachers, and I think students really develop a close relationship with their teachers throughout the 4 years that they're at the high school. And I think another thing that makes Arcadia special is the ability to create new clubs. So if you're interested in something that doesn't exist as a club at Arcadia, it's really easy to apply to like found a club. So I've seen some pretty interesting clubs being created. There was like a Garfield club a few years ago, and there was like a bingo club last year. So anything that you're interested in, really, the administration can make it happen.
I agree 100%. At Saguaro, my friend actually started a classics club just to gather people in one place to just read different classics every month. Our last month was actually Jane Eyre. So as for the teachers, I think the teachers are a huge part of Saguaro's climate and culture, and the students get closer with them just eating lunch with them every day, getting help before school or after school. There are also other ways to participate in the community without actively being involved in these. That would be like going to the plays that theater produces. They're student-led or they're director-led, as well as the football games, the soccer games, the basketball games. All of those really have a great vibe.
Yeah, same with Arcadia. Like, everyone attends the football games, and the volleyball team is really good at Arcadia. So, things like that. So, Niki, you volunteer with Sisters in STEM and Melody Makers and Reading Across America. How do these service opportunities strengthen your school culture?
So a lot of these service opportunities don't take place actually at our school. We end up traveling to different schools across SUSD. So gathering different people in the school that are interested in doing these volunteer opportunities and taking them on the bus, going on a field trip to, let's say, Pueblo or Kiva or any of the elementary schools or middle schools really helps you feel like you're building a connection across different schools with these little kids that think you're so cool because you're in high school and you're showing them cool tricks. Like for Sisters in STEM, it's usually science-oriented tricks. Melody Makers, it involves music. Reading Across America is just reading stories. But either ways, just getting to interact with these younger students really makes a difference in their lives.
Nice. Yeah, for me too, I'm a part of NHS and also the Red Cross Club, and we do a ton of volunteer activities. I think we're planning our toy drive for NHS next year, which is one of our like annual fundraisers that we do. And for Red Cross, actually, this was one of my passion projects last year, but for Red Cross, we planned a 5K on the canal that was raising money for the LA wildfires, and that was really fun to plan and also participate in.
That sounds really cool, Avery. What would you tell fellow students who want to make their campus more welcoming and inclusive?
I would tell them just to not stigmatize the other students around them, because you never know what someone's going through, or if they're just shy, or if they're new. And I think if everyone's welcoming, it just automatically makes it a better place.
I agree with that. I would say be kind to everyone, even the people that are a little bit different from you. You never know what you might actually have in common. And just give it your best shot. You know, if you're scared to go talk to someone, just go up there, go talk to them, give it a shot. If they turn you down, well, you didn't miss anything. So what initiatives are on the horizon for the Climate and Culture Committee, and how can students across SUSD get involved?
I think one of our goals is expanding the podcast that we're doing to other members of the Student Advisory Board, and also highlighting other students that go to our school that deserve it, that maybe aren't getting the recognition that they deserve right now.
Absolutely. I think there are so many different perspectives that I would love to have here on the podcast. Just people on different sports teams, different music departments, and there's a lot of cool things that would be really cool to share with everyone else. If this is your first year at one of the SUSD high schools, you should apply for the program. You can reach out to your teachers, your principal. The office administration is usually helpful with this.
And the Student Advisory Board, it's a great place to make new friends, build connections, and also you get to meet the superintendent. It's a great opportunity.
One of my favorite things at Student Advisory Board this year was getting to attend one of the school board meetings, and just hearing the different issues that people present was really, really cool and interesting. Also getting to present about the student advisory board was really cool. And meeting the people that run our entire organization, the entirety of SUSD, was really, really interesting.
For sure. So, as a closing on Student Spotlight, we like to highlight teachers who have made an impact on our lives. So although Dr. Menzel typically asks this question on Student Spotlight, it's just us today, so we're going to ask each other. So Niki, who is a teacher that you want to spotlight today?
Today, I'm going to be spotlighting my biology teacher, Miss Bond. I've had her 2 years in a row for honors biology and AP biology. She is the sweetest person I've ever met. She's been so understanding for me throughout both of my years, and school can be really, really stressful, especially if you're in these classes that require so much outside work. And just having teachers that are there to really support you and understand you, and they're not going to make you feel bad for whether it's asking questions or asking for help in any way, it has just been really, really great for me. How about you, Avery?
A teacher that I want to highlight is my AP Lang teacher, Mrs. Stark. So I had her for the first time last year, and she was my first period teacher, so woke up every day with her. But she was a really great teacher, and she taught us everything that we needed to know for the AP Lang test, and she's one of the best English teachers that I've had ever in my life. So I really appreciate her and the patience that she has with our class and teaching the stuff,
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the SUSD Spotlight podcast. We hope you enjoyed this student-led episode, and if you'd like to see more, be sure to share this episode so more of the SUSD community can check us out.
And we want to remind everyone that you can submit a story idea for an episode for the SUSD Spotlight and check out other episodes by going to www.susd.org/spotlight. Thank you for having us.